Why is it so hard to find a partner nowadays? So many people online have talked about how they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, have never had a partner. And so many people are commenting on these videos saying that they are also in the same position of never having had a partner. And then we also have lots of people commenting that they have been divorced, like been married, been divorced, and there are many of these people are saying you're not missing out, like just be happy that you're single. And I think it's a difficult thing because multiple things are happening at the same time. Let's take it one step at a time. First of all, there is a grief in being someone who has not had a partner, because when you look at other people and you compare yourself, you might feel that you're behind, or something is wrong with you, or you're not attractive enough, or not interesting enough, or not worthy enough. And there's this whole fear about, time is ticking, time is constantly moving, and you're only getting older. And especially for women, this I think is very, very difficult, because not only do we have a biologic clock, but also we are considered less attractive the older we get, whereas men almost get more attractive the older they get. So there's first of all this grief about not having something that others have. Then there's the whole digital world, how men does not have to do anything to get the sexual gratification from women. They can go into OnlyFans or a porn site and just click a few times, and then they have access to a woman who's completely naked, and he can even kind of have a relationship with her, even though it's not a real relationship, but he can feel attached to her in some way and instantly just get that gratification that he wants from her. So he doesn't have to go out into the real world and approach a woman. And it's not only easier for him to just get access to a woman online, but he also gets this message that women don't want to be approached anymore. Women are standoffish. Women are also scared of men. The fact that we as women are scared of men, it is a serious issue. It is not something to take lightly. It's not something to joke with. And it's a very difficult thing, because women can be scared of men and at the same time want to be in a relationship with a man. But we also have lots of women coming out and saying that, it's not worth it anymore to be in a relationship with a man. So we're almost, the imbalance between us is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're not really getting more equal. We're not working together. We're not being in a harmony with each other. We're getting further and further apart. And I don't know what the solution is to it. I can only use my awareness to understand what is going on and look at my own experiences. What I have noticed is that when I've been approached by men who were interested in me, it has always been a physical interest. It's always been because he wanted to have sex with me. So when someone has approached me in public, it has been for the sole purpose of sleeping with me. So already there's a disrespect is the word I'm looking for, because many men just want sex. I also know that a lot of men want a relationship, but I think that they might not be the ones to approach women in public. The ones to approach are the ones who have no shame. I'm sorry to say, but that is the experience I have. I have not had experience with someone approaching me and actually putting themselves in a difficult position and like daring to ask a woman out and be like totally nervous. Like, I don't care if a man is nervous. I don't care if he is trembling or stumbling over his words when he asks me out. That ability to actually not fight, but yeah, in a way fight. Like, that is also a part of the divine masculine, to have that ability to put yourself out there and to actually risk something. So there's an imbalance that the man is now, in many ways, the woman, because the man can lie back and click and let a naked woman come to him, and he doesn't have to do anything, and he can just get that gratification that he wants without having to fight for it, without having to do anything for it. So he doesn't have to step into his divine masculine. And at the same time, women are stepping into a more kind of fighting role. They have to be constantly hyper aware when they're out in public, because they don't know if some man is suddenly gonna approach her out of the blue. So many women are so aware that she sees him before he even sees her. So she already is so hyper aware that there is a man nearby, and she has not given any signal, any sign that she's interested. And I think that's a problem. That I think what women can learn is to first of all be more open, but not just to anyone. But if she sees someone that she finds attractive or interesting, or there's something about him that appeals to her, to show some signs of interest, to look him in the eye, for instance, or to say hi or smile or something, to encourage him to ask her out, for instance. Because I feel like I know that so many people have also met each other on dating sites and stuff like that. So it's not because it doesn't work, but I feel like there's something that is very unnatural about it. Because again, it's so accessible, and it all comes down to finding someone who physically appeals to you. And it's so easy to just swipe away onto the next one, and then go on a date with that one. If that doesn't work out, then there are thousands of other women or men that you can find. There is this imbalance, because I feel like women are either, I mean, this is generalizing, but many women are either like, I really don't want a relationship, like I'm done with this, like either I've been in relationships that were toxic and unhealthy and I'm just done, or I've never had a relationship and I'm not interested in it, it does not sound appealing to me. And men are like, either they want a relationship or they just want sex. Of course, there are also women who might just want sex, but there is this imbalance. And the same with this research I heard about that shows that men are happier in a relationship and women are happier when they're single. So it's a strange thing that's happening, and I don't really understand how it can be like that. But at the same time, it also makes a lot of sense. The man has become more of a woman, and the woman has become more of a man. So many women believe that feminism is about the woman being more worthy than the man, above the man, that the woman should, be ahead. The woman should be on top, and the man should be below, which I don't think is healthy at all. It's just the same as we've had for thousands of years, but just with the opposite sex. So I don't know if we can ever find a middle ground, or if there will always be this imbalance, but I'm just realizing how many issues there are about relationships and generally just talking with people or talking with the opposite sex. It's not normal for us to talk out in public anymore, and many people are quite standoffish. I've also realized this with men. If I talk to someone, just like friendly conversation or something, they often seem very, very guarded. So I don't know if it's because some men don't like when women are the ones to approach, but however we see it, like one person has to be the one to approach. There has to be an opening somewhere. There has to be an initiation. So in many ways, I get why so many people are single and are choosing to be single. And I also want to say that this whole thing with people saying that, oh, it's too late if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or whatever, it's too late to find someone, or, you know, your ship has sailed. That's just bullshit. You're constantly changing throughout your life, and you're constantly worthy, and you're just as worthy of love when you're in your early 20s, in your teens, as you are when you're 40, 50, 60, 70. I mean, your worth does not decline with your age, and not having had a boyfriend or a girlfriend when you reach a specific age, there will be some grief about it, and there will be some fear about it, or anxiety about whether or not this will ever happen for you. And that feeling of being unworthy can also increase when you look around on the people around you, or the people you see in movies, TV shows, the media, on social media and stuff like that, who are in a relationship, and you think, okay, this is the norm. And if I am not a part of that, that means that I am not normal, or I'm weird, or something is wrong with me, or I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of this. I guess I just wanted to make this recording because I want to remind you that there's nothing wrong with you for not having a partner or not having had a partner before. And you're not behind because you're on your own timeline, but also know that it's okay to grieve what you thought your life would look like. If you had that thought that you thought that you would have someone by now, and that fear of, is it ever gonna happen? I know I have that, so I just want to remind you that, you know, it's okay, and you're not the only one who goes through this. And I think that it's important to talk about it. It's also important to talk about the things that are happening, the imbalances that are happening between the sexes, because even if we don't really know what to do about it, at least we can be aware of it. And I think that is a big step.